Ayo.
We already referenced him with Paulie's Robot, which was a magical moment for us back in 84, 85.
Which is really generous, right? Think about it. Rocky, in the prime of his career, had just come off of a big win against Clubber Lang. And his first thought was, let me buy Paulie a robot. What a nice guy.
Paulie liked robots and snow cone machines.
And what did Paulie do? All Paulie ever did was try to cramp Rocky.
So, get this. Stallone, who's a great follow on social media, by the way. He's always posting stuff. The Tulsa King himself.
I love the relationship he has with his daughters.
Yeah. He posts something about the fight this weekend. And I read it, and my whole impression of it was, he's a Mike fan. He's telling Mike to keep punching. Hey, yo, Mike. Yo, I watched the fight, and absolutely, Jake Paul got lucky he didn't get a young Mike. Keep punching, Mike. That's basically my interpretation of it. And guess what? That was also Rich's interpretation of it.
I can't lie. I half-ass read it.
Yeah, did you read the actual words?
So then you wake up today, and the headline is, Stallone is saying it was a fix. So now keep that in mind. There's two ways to interpret what I'm about to read. But Stallone is saying that the Tyson-Jake Paul fight was fugazi.
There's one way to interpret it.
No, not really when you keep what I said in mind. Well, he says, just to set my personal record straight.
You need to be a little bit more Stallone.
Business is business, absolutely.
There you go.
Sometimes you have to do hard things and sacrifice for the sake of helping your family.
Pause. That's probably as much as I read, and so far,
out the best part.
No, but I somewhat interpret it as like, he's a fan and a friend of Mike Tyson. He's like, listen, you're an old guy. You put the fight up, but you know what? You made $20 million for your family. And I sort of stopped reading. I think.
You know what it is? You're used to looking at Instagram and just looking at cheeks and not reading captions.
No,
that's the problem. You're like, this is a sweet photo of Mike and Sylvester Stallone. Heart, keep going.
Let me continue what Stallone says on social media. I've known this unbelievable athlete since he's 19 years old. And what we saw was him giving one of the great Oscar-winning performances of all time.
Ooh.
And I'm not thinking, because he's acting. I'm thinking, yeah, Tyson put up a great fight.
What do you win an Oscar for?
Dude, I wasn't thinking along those lines. I can't be the only guy. I'm just thinking that Stallone said, great performance. Keep punching, Mike.
The second I saw Oscar, I'm like, fix.
Spike, you're the greatest.
One word is all I needed to read.
He says, please, Jake Paul, be grateful. He spared your life. Trust me. Keep punching, Mike. There will never be a man like you, a gladiator like you, and a soul like you. Keep punching, champion of champions. I remember once I bumped into him. I thought I was hit by a runaway bulldozer. Absolutely. And I'm like, wait, hold on. So what I read yesterday was completely wrong. Because today everyone's saying, hey, even Stallone said that was fake. I am from the school of thought that if anything was part of the show, it was Jake Paul not knocking Mike Tyson out of sympathy. Yeah. That happens in regular life and regular fights all the time. No need to hurt somebody that's already hurt. So Stallone, who knows a thing or two about acting and exhibitions, I saw Apollo get killed by Drago in an exhibition. That made me sort of rethink things because I'm like, man, he put that out there.
But then there was a rumor of Dallas Cowboy legend Michael Irvin. Did you see this, Danny G? Michael Irvin said on his podcast that Mike Tyson had a clause that he couldn't throw uppercuts.
I don't know how true that is, but if that's true, and I heard Michael Irvin did say that, man, it does make you think. And I don't want to believe that we were all duped.
No!
And I don't want to believe that, Tyson was holding back punches. In my thought, as a boxing fan, Tyson wasn't pulling the trigger because he didn't want to expose himself
and get hurt
from a hard right from Jake Paul.
That's why he was biting his glove instead.
Signals, right?
I got a biting fixation.
Look, I threw all this out the window because most people that were saying it was a fix are people that never watch boxing, right? Look, why wasn't Tyson throwing? Tyson wasn't throwing because he doesn't want to get hurt.
Yeah, it looked like a boring boxing match.
But when Stallone said this, I did say to myself, this is a guy who devoted his whole life to being a fan and revolving his career around boxing. That's wild to throw out there like that.
If there was an uppercut clause, it really makes that bow that Jake Paul did at the end seem so like taunting and suspect.
Ooh.
Right?
Because he could have easily just come in with an uppercut and laid him out in the last 10 seconds of that fight.
I misinterpreted that post by Stallone. He's absolutely saying that Tyson should win an Oscar for his performance acting in the ring on Friday.
The blood in the airplane when supposedly he was throwing up, was that fake blood? Was the knee brace fake?
I don't know. But it did make me say, made me scratch my head down.
I don't know. Why would Tyson want to be remembered that way, though? I don't think there would be any amount of money.
Business is business.
You really think, though, that he would be okay with his legacy being like that?
You heard him say constantly over and over again, I don't care about my legacy. Legacy is ego. I'm doing this for myself. I only care about myself.
And Stallone is saying
he doesn't
his
care
family,
about what other people think.
Family, you do things for your family. I don't believe that, Danny G. I'm just telling you that, man, I can't believe Stallone is saying that.
Yeah, because people are acting like he's poor. They're not remembering that he made a huge comeback in his bank account with all of the weed and his businesses now that have blown up.
For the record, again, COVINO and Rich, both of us, did not think this was a fix or a fake by any means, which is why I didn't interpret it that way.
Spock does.
There's two stories that I misinterpreted, so my theory here is I can't be the only one. But then again, I absolutely can be. And two wrongs do make a right. Me and Rich, we both misinterpreted it. So Mike Tyson is the first story. Stallone posted yesterday that he thought the whole thing was a fix, a fake, and great acting by Mike Tyson because business is business and you do things for your family. And I just thought he was saying, yo, great job, champ. Like, I know it was a tough night. I
read half of it and felt the same way. Then as you read it again, you're like, oh, wow.
As the day progresses, because that post became a headline this morning, more and more people are speaking out on that, and I'm just so shocked to the point where MVP Promotions just posted and Ariel Helwani just posted, according to Nikisa Baidarian, who's MVP Promotions co-promoter with Jake Paul, he said, for anyone to suggest that this was in any way a rigged fight, they're either dumb or looking for attention. So,
you're calling me dumb?
Yo, absolutely. You're a bum. Let's take a quick phone call on that.
Andrew in Bakersfield. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
All right, so when Jake Paul stepped on Mike Tyson's toes and Mike Tyson slapped him, I heard in an interview Mike said, yeah, I got bad feet or bad toes. And so my question is, did Mike Tyson always have bad feet and toes throughout his career, or is this a new thing?
I think as he got older, man, I mean, we've met him. He always wears those big, giant-looking sneakers for his Tootsies. You know, I think as he got older, he just had foot issues.
Yeah, he wears, like, the newest Balance.
Yeah.
And it's funny you asked about his feet, though, because off the air, we were talking about the way Tyson's legs looked during that fight.
He looked like he had no balance, yeah.
Yeah.
Wobbly from the start.
Like a baby deer.
All right, now another story I misinterpreted. We all saw that Lakers rookie Dalton Connect had a night. 37 points in 38 minutes? He went 9 for 12, hit 9 threes. Breaking the rookie record. He
tied the rookie record for 9.
Tied it with 9 3-pointers,
Deontay
right?
George.
Oh, yeah, Deontay George, who
got
was
on the
February,
floor,
right?
Yeah, yep.
So, yeah, he scored 37 against the Jazz last night.
Oh, Jazz.
Bleacher Report and other publications, other memes that surfaced, all the BS news that we get on social media was saying Michael Jordan as a rookie had 9 3-pointers. And Dalton Connect had 9 3-pointers last night.
Mm-hmm.
So my interpretation of this was, oh, man, he tied Michael Jordan's rookie record. Michael Jordan hit 9 3-pointers for his entire rookie season.
It was a different game. Yeah.
I didn't know that. He did that in one game.
Dan Byer just laughed at you.
Yeah, because I misinterpreted it.
Yeah, because they show them side by side with a big 9 in front of each player.
So wouldn't you think, I know Jordan's not known for hitting threes, but it's still Michael Jordan, and I'm thinking, all right, well, he had 9 in one game his rookie year.
Why would you put him on a graphic? But that's social media.
That's social media just misleading me again. So he didn't tie Michael Jordan's record of 9 3-pointers. Jordan had 9 the entire season, but connected it in one game against the Jazz.
Dan Byer,
which is pretty amazing.